Greetings, greetings, peace and blessings. We are the Mohammeds, the residential tourists. We are 85 to Africa. We are still living in the after right here in Kigali, Rwanda. We are back here again in Bugesera district, looking yet again at some available land. And as mentioned before, we always like coming out here. It's like a field trip. Probably said it before. It's so peaceful. The energy is very light, and just kind of love it. But my wife, Sister Muhammad, will be able to share more with you about what we're getting ready to embark on and share with you in the way of available land for those who are here in Kigali, Rwanda, are looking to come this way.
And we're going to answer some questions on why buy land in Africa.
Stay tuned.
So the views are beautiful, as you can see. But we're walking through an actual village this time. So this would be more for those that are interested in... See, they're looking at the car like, what the heck is this? Like, this is a strange cow. But with those that are interested... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm about to tell you about the caca.
So I always tell people that...
You're the caca detective. You didn't see that?
I stepped in it.
But for those that are wanting to get away from the hustle and bustle of city life and want to get more into the culture or more into the urban side of Rwanda, that's what this land is. And we haven't gotten there yet, but we can just tell you that that's what this land would be.
It's a very incredible view, as always.
Yeah.
Views are always incredible from any position in Kigali, or in Rwanda, I should say. So we're making way to the actual plot so that we can show you, but we wanted to show you, as we move toward it, what the view is looking like as we come upon it.
It's amazing views.
Really.
I can look at that every morning. Like an orchard out there.
On that side.
Mm-hmm.
So that mountain, that is Namata. Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a new home
So if you wait
here,
it to be congested,
and there's one looking like it's being built that way, is what we're being told. So it's virgin territory, I guess. You can look at it that way, or not necessarily virgin, but not too much. It's pretty much untapped. So it's a good time, I guess, to be able to purchase. Okay, so it looks like we have arrived at the plot location, and I'm gonna walk inside here and take a look here.
So this is 700 square meters.
Yeah,
790?
719. Okay. All right. So this is our starting point here. This is our starting point. All right. And it's kind of framed. And so it's kind of fenced. You can see it fenced, starting right here where I was. Okay, I'm gonna walk down, and you're gonna tell me when to stop, right? All the way. Okay, taking a look here, and I'll pull it out so you can see the fullness of it as best I can. Okay, now I'm getting ready to go down this way. It's pretty nice. So as far, wow, this is really a nice size plot of land, and it's a great view. So I'm still walking to the other end. All right. To this end here. And turn it around. You can see where I came from. All right. Started over there. Came here. Now I'm here. Now I can't really go because as you can see the bushes. But let me try to walk the perimeter as much as I can from this side. Got mosquitoes buzzing in my ears. And they serious, so I can't really get too far over. But over to where you can see that banana tree right there. There you go, all right? And then it goes over, back over that way. Okay? All right. Okay. So, this is Muhammad.
It's me. So focal points to focus about this land. We would say it's a double plot because the standard plot here is 300 square meters. This is over 700 square meters. It's still very rural. I don't see many houses out here. Pretty much
not newly developed.
Newly developed houses yet. So you would pretty much have be one of the first in this area. But we have brand new power lines, so we know that there's new development that's being done in this area as well. But this would be your view. They call it a G1. We call it 2 stories in the States. But typically you will build a 2-story house in the master, and if you did like an entertainment center or whatever, that will have big, beautiful patios that you can just walk right out to, and this will be your view. So you definitely would want to build in this direction. It's funny because the locals are typically Rwandans. They like to be kind of down, and they have the gate, and you can't see. You don't get that direct sunlight. And I remember a couple would laugh at us like, "You Americans, y'all like that natural sunlight." Well, we love it. That's what we come here for. So the views are so amazing. The sounds are amazing. You hear cows, you hear chickens, you hear birds.
You hear silence?
Well, you hear the children.
Well,
there is a local school.
Silence meaning you hear natural sounds.
Right.
You don't hear the unnatural sounds of chaos or anything like that.
Right.
You hear the natural sounds, which is beautiful.
Yeah. And this being out here is a retreat in itself. The banana trees, the palms, the mangoes. We just walked past the avocado just fell out of the tree. You got natural wild berries right here in front of us that I want to taste. So this part of the aesthetics is amazing. I love it. Yeah. I definitely love it.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice.
It's very nice, especially if you are looking to retire in Africa. The quietness, you worked your whole life. You want to just sit back and relax and just enjoy life and nature. This is a wonderful spot. I was kind of iffy of it because we did go through a village. We did go through, but that's also part of the beauty of it, though, right?
You get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I look at it that way.
Yeah.
You get the live how you want to live based on what you may construct, but at the same time, your surrounding is of a very traditional way of living. You know, to me, that adds to the beauty of it all. Yeah.
And so I wanted to talk real quick, briefly, on some thoughts I had on why buy in Africa, and particularly Rwanda. Speaking with my friend, she had explained that most of this land, or a lot of land out here, the French have brought it, the Turkish, the Arabs are over here, and you know the Asians are definitely here. They're buying land and they're holding it. And as an investment point of view, that's a great investment because we know the direction that this country is going. The value of the land is going to triple in the next few years. But for us, Black people, Black America, buying land is a new concept for us. That's not something that we were taught growing up. I'm talking about my generation and maybe higher, or whatever, my generation and higher. Period. Because even now, we're still
our
new.
generation and down.
What? He keep putting me in his generation. I am not his generation. So
She got that wishful thinking going on.
I am not of that generation, y'all. So we weren't taught the value of land. Only buy land to maybe build your house on it. But if you're looking at land in the States right now, the cost of land is pretty much the same cost that it is to buy the house or to build a house on it. And then it's taxed crazy. Here, if you buy land here, and particularly Rwanda, because not all African countries support the concept of foreigners coming in, buying land, and it's yours. Rwanda is one of very few countries that allow that. So buying land, let's say overbuying life insurance, where you're putting money into it every month, and if you miss a payment, you lost all that money. Or if when you die, you only, most people get a set life insurance. So when you die, you might only get $10,000 going to your children and so forth. But imagine giving them land. This is my thought this morning. If I was to leave this earth today, what could I leave my daughter or my granddaughter that would have real value, even if they never wanted to come back to Rwanda? In 5 to 10 years, this land here, they can cash out at $40,000 or more and help them for whatever they need in life. Or they can have land to say, I want to go build on my land that my grandmother and grandfather left us. The thought of being able to own land in Africa and pass it down to your children through generations and generations, that they will always have a part of their DNA on the mother planet is like, not planet.
All right, so here's the external perimeter starting point here, and bringing it down this way, okay, and just following along here, the natural fencing, if you will, and you can see how far it goes. Okay, again, I can only go, but I can't. Okay, and here we are right here to this point, or no, actually this point right here. So now you can kind of see, so I came from down there all the way to here, and then it goes down and around and around. Okay, all right. So as what I showed before, it's right here with a banana, right there. So it's a nice sizable plot of land. It really is. Yeah, I would have to say of the land property that we had looked at, this might be, personally speaking, might be the best. It might be the best for various reasons. You know, the size of it, the affordability of it according to the size, and also where it's located. You know, of course, naturally you all wouldn't be able to know because you're not presently here, but being here in this space is very, man, it's so serene. Really, it is. It is. Yeah, it is kind of emotional. It is. It really is. So, all right. There you have it. So, okay. So there you have it. You know, a great land, a piece of land.
Disclaimer: it's so bright that we can't see if we're actually
so
recording.
We don't.
So,
So
if you see me like
squinting and trying to. At any rate, you know, it's beautiful. The land availability that, you know, we were able to just show you is really very beautiful. I think that if we could afford it, I would just go ahead and get it myself. To be quite honest with you.
I think this is the best one, and I feel kind of like the ones that brought the other two that we showed, and I'm telling you, they brought it in within 5 days of the video posting. So you got to move quick. But out of those two, this one, and she kept this one from last, so I couldn't have showed it to you. She didn't know she wanted to sell me this. But this This one has a spiritual connection to it. This one is like, yeah, this is land in Africa right here. This is major. This is major. It's something deep about this one.
Right. So, if you want to inquire about more, definitely Dealers Relocation Services at gmail.com. I got the, you know, we in the thick of it. This is the real deal. So
we got banana trees out here, palms. Right here is an avocado tree, so you know they're gonna have fruit flies around.
Fruit flies or whatever. Mosquitoes, they try to hit me up.
They trying to tell us to get out of here. They don't want this shea butter on them.
But it's all good. Dealers Relocation Services at gmail.com. As Mr. Muhammad has mentioned, they move fast. You know, they really move fast. So if you have more questions or you want to any inquiries, please don't hesitate. Definitely reach out.
And you won't believe the price.
Yeah, you won't
believe. I don't believe the price.
Yeah, so she'll provide all that information for you. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and also, you know, comment, you know, and we'll definitely be sure that we respond accordingly.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on buying land in Africa?
Right.
Is it a good investment, do you think? Do you think it's a bad investment? Pros and cons? Leave that for us so we can have more of a well-rounded view on this process.
All right. Peace and blessings.